really good day. Lots of creative input from the whole team, and Chris and Shona all come together to form a really strong hair shoot. The idea really was to try and take the concepts that Anne brought in with the hair, which were a lot of strong colours, a lot of shape and structure, and perhaps trying to bring the best of that out with the lighting. This is one reason really that we sort of thought about, okay, what colour background should we use, and we kind of settled on the grey, mainly because we could try and key the background with the hair by adding different colour gels for each different change. Throughout the day we tweaked the lighting, changing it in between each different hairstyle to try and bring out the best attributes of that particular cut, or that shape, or the finish, or the colour. It's become really important to basically continue to change the lighting and to move the lights and to change the modifiers for every different hairstyle. In this setup I've started with a beauty dish and a honeycomb for the key light. The honeycomb is really crucial in here because we're not working in a massive environment, and with us gelling the background you really need to control the light and prevent the spill from washing out the colour. For the key light I've used a beauty dish with a white finish to create an even and flattering output, and then controlled the spread of the light with the honeycomb grid. I then positioned it approximately 45 degrees off the camera axis and high enough so that it throws the shadows downwards. To make fine adjustments, move the light up and down and then from left to right to control the shadows and shape the face. Then we have a fill light, which I've used a softbox slightly off the camera axis. Not too far because I don't want to end up with cross lighting, but I just want to basically lift some of the shadow detail so the shadows aren't so strong. To help lift the shadows, I've used a softbox close to the camera axis and positioned this high up so that the catch light isn't too intrusive. Position your softbox close to the camera axis, raising it up at least as high as the key light. Meet at approximately 2 stops lower than the key light, making small adjustments to the power to suit your own subject. The crucial element of this, of course, is the hair, and we've used 2 different hair lights in this shoot. Started with a maxi light reflector and a honeycomb grid on the boom. Basically that's there just to draw at the front of the hair on the final shoot. Using a boom, place a maxi light reflector and honeycomb grid approximately 1 meter above the model. The maxi light creates strong shadows and specular highlights, so it's great for bringing out the detail of the hair. The honeycomb grid enabled me to control and direct the light towards the top of the hairpiece. With the model in place, you can then begin to adjust the position of the light and adjust the power to suit the colour, finish and texture of the hair of your model. And then we've had to really think about the shape of the hair and where the light's coming from. So we added an extra hair light on the far side of the model from the key light, just to bring out the shape of the hairpiece. Due to the size and shape of the hairpiece, I used a second maxi light reflector and honeycomb grid to draw out more detail. It is crucial to use a honeycomb grid to concentrate the light only in the areas that you need it. I positioned the maxi light and honeycomb towards the side of the model, and once in position made fine adjustments to power and positioning. You'll find that small movements make a big difference. Aim for the same power output as the hair light. We've got a side light here, it's a bit of a kicker really, just to add some light to the cheek and create a bit of separation from the dark background. And I always tend to place that on the opposite side of the key light so it adds a little bit of balance to the image. To help separate the darker side of the model's face and body from the background, I used a further maxi light reflector and honeycomb grid, positioning it behind and to the side. This gave the side light effect and added some definition to the shadow side. Start on a lower setting and gradually increase the output to suit your subject. To draw out the most shape, adjust the position of the light so that it faces the back or the side of the model. For the background light, we're using a floor stand and a set of barn doors with coloured gels. And as the day progresses and the shoots change, we're changing the colours of the background just to tie in nicely with the different colours of the hair. Floor stands are a great way of lighting backgrounds evenly with a single light. I positioned a floor stand behind the model's feet and used a set of barn doors and a coloured gel to create a subtle colour on the background. Adjusting the angle of the light will help you control the gradient of colour. You may find that you have to adjust the power of the light dependent on the colour of the gel and the background used. Today I've chosen to use the Creo and the Gemini Pros, but it's really important that you can do the same effects using the entry-level heads such as the Gemini 200 and the Gemini 400s. I think really the most important thing you have to take away with you is that you have to use the right shapers and modifiers to get the right effects. The final shoot today, everything seemed to come together. Really pleased with the image. Lots of shape, lots of different textures involved, different finishes, and the lighting just seemed to bring the whole thing together perfectly, together with the colour of the background and the colour of the hair. So I think it's been a really successful day. Thanks for watching this hair shoot lighting tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and you've picked up some techniques that you can apply in your own photographs. My name's Christian Huff and thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to check back for more great lighting tutorials from Team Bowens. I'll see you next time.